let's go over what we need to do on the Subaru coming up next. The video coming up, I originally wasn't going to release it, and we had some issues come up, namely this weather. I hate snow, but my wife had a appointment in Lexington tomorrow, so she had to leave last night to beat this snow so she could get down there. So I had this video filmed before all that, and I just wasn't a fan of it. But with her gone, I was just me here watching Emmy. I don't have nobody help me right now, so I wasn't able to put anything else out. Now, as for the Subaru, I've got the pump. I drained it, all the bad fuel out of it, cleaned the tank out, put the new pump in, cut the lines, trimmed them up, got everything looking nice and neat. And it's just zip tied right now because I'm going to have to make a new bracket to hold it, or work on the bracket to hold it because the bolts are broke. But it's ready to fire up. Everything like that's done to it. The only reason I didn't fire it up, and I filmed all that, is because I couldn't find my jump box, and I borrowed Dad's. I think somebody, one of the guys here has probably bummed it or something like that, or it's just laying in one of the vehicles and I've not seen it. So I borrowed Dad's and was going to do that last night, but like I said, Kelly had to leave and beat the snow because she had a very important appointment in Lexington. So it's just me here watching the kids, and I didn't have anybody to help me watch them. My mom's been not feeling great, and Dad, so you know, and it's a blizzard out here, so hopefully the next video you'll see is that car running. I think it's going to start up no problem, but this was already filmed. I hate not to put anything out this week, so this is it. Hope you like it. It's just me kind of going over what needs to be done metal wise to the car, but hopefully it's better than nothing, I feel like. So here it comes. So everybody's running about the status of this guy, and I've decided first thing I'm going to do is put the fuel pump back in it. Then we'll see what kind of runner we got, see if we've got a good transmission, good engine, everything like that. Then we'll look at the rust. Alright, the Subaru and the things we need to do to it to get it back together body wise. So obviously they sold it to me, they had a new fuel pump. We're gonna put that in it. And then I've got some extra lug nuts, but these wheels are kind of toast, especially in the front, because you see I had to beat them off with a hammer, and I couldn't get to the back of them the way it was setting to get them off to get the car moved. So probably could have like some filler put in that and them acid etched or whatever they do to them, but I would like to do something a little different anyway, give it more of a rally look. Now you saw up and under it on the short, it's rough up and under there. So, you know, we got to redo them radius arm braces, and the rest of it's just like sheet metal. So that's not really that bad. I mean, it's a lot of work, but we ain't got putting no money into it. So the rockers are completely gone. The floor pans are gone. Right here, pretty rough. Now we do have a lead on a body, but I haven't heard back yet. So when I hear back about that, we may buy a whole body and just swap the engine and transmission into it and the good parts from this one. You know, we got a little bit right here we're going to have to do a little work on, but it's not terrible. And right here, this is just going to be pulled. Same with the door and straightened out. Got one little hole right there to be a patch. Both fenders The dog legs on them are going to be redone. We may end up having to get a set of fenders at least. I did find some of those in Mount Airy, home of Andy Griffith. Trunk's pretty good. It's got a little bubbling starting right there, but I think we can just grind that out. This side's the better side. Got one little spot right there that's not bad. This little bit right here, obviously the rockers and that. The door is perfect on this side. Same for the fenders. And on both sides, they need patch both sides. I think there was one little dot on the hood that needed either ground out or that. Interior just needs cleaned. It's actually in pretty good shape. The back seat could use re-dyed, but I mean, it's not nothing that's like tore up. Now these wheels, they're not really anything wrong with them, especially, but I had to get the wheels off of it. As you can see, this one's not too bad, but you see them little marks. I had to hit it with a hammer on the outside because we couldn't get a jack up under the car to get the wheels off. Or we got a jack under it, but we couldn't get behind it because these things have that fluid suspension to get the wheel off. And this one, as you can see, had to do a little beating on it, so it would have to be, I'm not sure how they would fix that, if they would etch them down, grind them down, or they would do some kind of like lead filler. But that's that. Like I said, the inside of the car, pretty good shape. It really is. It's just dirty. Mirrors are complete. They're there. Gotta replace that antenna. But all the lights are here. Bumper's good. There might be one little spot in the trunk, but it's not bad. You know, and I don't care what a trunk looks like, just like a floor pan. Right here is going to be the hardest parts. This right here. So, I see the car die. We could take a bunch of old dryers and washers and things like that and use a metal from it. Make something out of it. These wheels, like I said, I probably won't keep them anyway. I'd like to do something more rally looking. So, like I said, that fender could be patched. We just have to see. We may end up buying a set if it's just easier and cheaper. But that's it. First thing we're going to do is see if we get it running. See if she'll run and drive without falling apart, hopefully. This is it, fluid suspension. I'm sure it's shot. I'm just going to convert it to regular struts. You can do that pretty easily. Like I said, we're going to stud pull that door fender. A little bit of work on that door there, so we might end up needing a door anyway. Don't know. A lot of metal work on this car is going to need, though. It is pretty rough, so if we could get that other body, we'd be set. We'll just have to see how it goes. But, like I said, next video you'll see on this car, be putting that in and getting all that took care of, and getting it actually running. Then we'll go from there and see what we want to do for sure, see how deep we're going to get into it. Bad thing about these old Japanese cars, there's the metal's just not great. Just how it is. So, but hopefully we can make something out of it. And I ain't trying to make a show car, but we can make it where it looks halfway decent and drives and is solid. I'll be happy with it. But that's it on the Subaru. Next video will be coming out on it real soon. Probably try to start on the fuel pump this weekend if we get time. If it's snow, we'll just lay up enough where I can actually get home and actually be home. Like you've seen in my shorts, I was spent Lexington trying to get my son home from an airport that kept canceling these flights. So hopefully we can get him home and I can get this finished up. But that's it. Hopefully the Subaru gets... hopefully when you see this thing, it'll actually be running next time, and maybe we can start cutting on some metal and welding on it. I mean, we ain't got nothing but time in it, so everybody seems to like this car. So, but till then, keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing, and keep rigging things up.